Hello there, and welcome. My name is A Crazy Taz, and that's literally it. So today we're going to play BeamNG Drive. We're going to show off some automation cars, see how they drive, put them up to some racing, some chasing. They'll all probably end in a crash of some sort. We'll talk about each one as we switch between cars. They're all available on the BeamNG repository. And I think that's it. So let's just get right into it, and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, so here we are in BeamNG. This is our first car. We were here on the Raceway map. This is the TazzNet Vento. This is a two-seater. It's a track coupe. It's all-wheel drive. It's powered by a 4.4-liter V8, making 434 horsepower and 326.8 torques. It spins up to 7,900 RPM, and it gets 24.6 miles per gallon, even though it weighs just over 4,500 pounds. It's good for doing all-wheel drive sporty things. Has a big grille in the front, circly headlights, circly taillights, kind of like a GTR, and of course big vents everywhere. And we're going to run it through this race scenario right now. We're going to chase all these other cars. I basically just hit the traffic button and then upgraded all the cars that I got with the race versions of them. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into the first one. Well, alrighty, here we are with the next car. This is the TazzNet Vento Track Plus Coupe. It's basically the same as the base model we saw before, but it has a little bit more aggressive styling in the front end. The grille is slightly larger. We have different wheels. We have a little plus sign above the V in the badging. Little color differences here and there. Slightly larger exhaust, slightly larger vents. It has the same 4.4 liter as the base model, but it was tuned to 500 horsepower and 336.5 torques, spins up to 8,300 RPM, and it weighs 4,566 pounds, but it still gets 25 miles per gallon for an all-wheel drive V8. We're going to run it through the same kind of chase as we did before, but I did swap out the enemy cars to be a little bit stronger. We have hill climb versions, electric versions, just some general more race-oriented ones as opposed to just sport-oriented ones. But yeah, so sit back, enjoy, and let's just get into the next one. Well, alrighty, we have here the next version of the Vento. This is the Track Plus Turbo Coupe. It has the same 4.4 liter V8 as the other versions, but with twin turbos slapped on and slightly richer fuel, bringing its total power up to 726.4 horsepower and 451.5 torques. It spins up to 8,600 RPM and gets 22.5 miles per gallon, despite being one of the heavier versions of the Vento at 4,804 pounds. It has different wheels, different spoiler, slightly larger grille, more aggressive front vents, of course larger rear vents, a small T above the V, and slightly larger exhaust. We're going to put it through the same chase as all the rest, so sit back, relax, and let's get started. Well, alrighty, here is the last version of the Vento. This is a V10 Special Edition. This is the TazzNet Vento Track X Coupe. It has a naturally aspirated 5.5 liter V10, making 623.7 horsepower and 417.2 torques. Ignore the artifacting by the wheels. I may have tested this before and crashed a few times. It has different wheels, chrome accents on several different fixtures, different angles of vents, little things here and there. More aggressive styling on the hood, completely different grille style as well in the front. Same spoiler as before, same kind of headlights, more dark trims here and there. More narrow vents actually in the back, but wider and larger exhaust. It has a V inside of the other V in the badging. This became the predecessor in my little canonical world in my head for another V10 model, or several V10 models that we'll look at in later videos. But for now, this was the apex of that trim. So we're going to run this through the same kind of tests as before, and maybe a bonus race with even more powerful cars. Something tells me that I'm going to take the lead well before the halfway point in this lap. But yeah, so sit back and let's get right into it. Okay, that wraps up pretty much every version of the Vento that we got. You know, I made these cars a little while ago at this point, and I just recently decided to go back, touch up how they looked, how they felt, and at least show a lap on the old racetrack there. So I think in future videos we're going to get a little bit more creative with what we do with these cars. Certainly we're still going to have races and all that, but I definitely want to get more abstract crashes and little bonus clips snuck in there too. It's kind of an unorthodox way of recording videos. There's a lot of raw gameplay footage. It did take me a little bit of time to get the footage for it, but that's just life, you know, things get busy. Next time we're going to look at some more powerful cars that I hinted at, some more V10s and beyond. And of course all these cars, as well as every car that I've made, are uploaded to the BeamNG repository. I will put a link for my creator page up there, as well as a link to that nice Lamborghini that we saw at the end there in that final race. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. I think that's pretty much it. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. Oh, well, that'll be fun.